to Old Trafford for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Are we going to get another epic clash here that ended up being a 0-0 draw and dragging on for 120 minutes of football plus penalties? Well, we're not going to get 120 minutes plus penalties, that's for sure. It's a league encounter today as we have a look at the table. Manchester United and City, equal points, 10 goals still separates them. Arsenal can go to within 1 point of the top four with a win here today, and you can bet that they'll be up for it after suffering such a heartbreaking loss in the Capital One Cup final. It is a tale of the two best defensive teams in the league this season. Manchester United only conceding 16 goals, Arsenal conceding 21, and this is what the graph says. Although United did have a clean sheet in their last game against West Bromwich Albion, but that man, David De Gea, who starts today with Valera, Yednev, Daley Blind and Danny Rose, Schneiderlin is with Henwood, Martial, Herrera and young Rooney top by himself today. Obviously with the continuous amount of games, Louis van Gaal is having to keep rotating, but they keep winning. It's just for United, isn't it? Czech is in goal with Debussy, Koscielny, Gabriel and Gibbs for Arsenal, with Ramsey, Valtati, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sanchez and Gazzola. Giroud up front by himself. Danny Welbeck returning to Old Trafford once again. This time he only makes the bench. And not forgetting that Danny Welbeck actually scored in the FA Cup tie around this point last season. And he makes the bench today. It's pretty much Arsenal's strongest 11. Obviously with the extended cup runs for United, a lot of rotation is needed. But like we said, Manchester United just keep winning anyway. And that is what they're about. There's this Old Trafford crowd buzzing as we get underway. Manchester United top of the league on goal difference and staying there. It was a really tough game against West Brom, but Mata scoring on the half hour was the only goal of the game. But it was enough. Henwood starting today. He did play a part against West Brom. Obviously Manchester United will have one eye on the Champions League second leg against Benfica, which they have a pretty commanding lead of anyway. I believe it was 2 or 3 goals to nil they lead by, and the away goals are all advantage as well. So Manchester United will be back here in just a few days' time. It's a bad pass, and Rooney picked it up and tried to play, I think it was Martial in, but the pass, luckily for Arsenal, ran into the feet of Koscielny. And now they're going to push forward here with Cazorla. It's a good looking cross. And Giroud just can't keep his head down there. Oh, it all started from a bad back pass from, I think it might have been Gibbs, which Rudy picked up. Rudy was slow to pass. And Koscielny, I think it was, luckily, picking it up. To Yednev and Daley Blind in defence today for United. Obviously the injuries to Chris Smalling and Phil Jones really telling, although Chris Smalling is nearing return to full fitness supposedly. And that cannot come any faster for United. Smalling's been a brick wall and a reason why United have been the best defensive team in the league this season. Phil Jones has been missing since the early part of it. Here's Czech. Up to Koscielny. Boucher. Oh, Young, that looked like a bad touch to begin with. And he bombed it forward. Martial just couldn't get there in time. Well, he did, but it bounced awkwardly. And here is Cazorla. Left head even the dust for a moment there. Gibbs with the shot, deflected off Schneiderlin. It's a corner. Schneiderlin was always there. Like, I think Gibbs should have took a moment just to kind of gather himself. Schneiderlin was always going to block that, I think. Headed by Venati. Oh, De Gea looking very uncomfortable there. But offside called against Cazorla anyway. Not sure why. I mean, he was punched at. But that's not a pass to me. The header was towards David De Gea, who punched it out. Cazorla called for offside. Wow. I'm not sure how that was called against Cazorla at all, to be completely honest. Here he is anyway. He's back onside now. Strange decision. Shouldn't have really counted. Because the header wasn't a pass, it was a shot on goal. Good clearance there by Yetnev. Ramsey over Valtteri. And the passes keep it towards themselves. David De Gea's not going to be fooled by that. Martial, Rudy. Oh, Rudy trying to stretch to get the ball back. And still keep it with Kieran Gibbs. Manchester United can't afford to draw here, especially if City take a win this weekend. Cut out by Blind, it's a ball pass. Really, Arsenal are making a lot of opportunities here, and Martial has left his defender in the dust. And here he comes. Schneider is in front of him. And Martial goes down. The foul is given. Referee's coming over. It might be a booking here. They look a bit rash. And Gabriel is in the book. Be careful now. Obviously getting a little bit of an occasion here. The Arsenal players are protesting here. Maybe they just want to get on with the game. Well, Martial left his defender in the dust, and Gabriel basically retaliated with that challenge. He's probably lucky to only see yellow, to be honest. More out of retaliation than anything else. It's quite some far out, but really can score belters. Let's see how he does here. This is quite some far way out with Rooney here. Lynn's also standing over the ball. Rooney. Out of the wall, we tried to slam it through. Now Chamberlain, the pass is going to be too long. And a good throw. Manchester United buzzing from their first trophy in over 2 seasons. First under David Moyes. First season, that is. Only lasted 10 months in the job before Ryan Giggs took over. For the last 4 games in the season which Manchester United finished one of their lowest positions for quite some time, in 7th place. Last year under Louis van Gaal, just scraping into the top 4, even with Angel Di Maria and Falcao. Obviously thumped out of the Capital One Cup by Milton Keynes Dons, and the FA Cup later by Arsenal. Season somewhat totally different. Still in the FA Cup. Their next opponents are, would you believe it, West Bromwich Albion. Again. Or at least I think they are. He's leaving the ball to go out for United throw. Obviously they are pretty much going to progress in the Champions League. They do have a 3-0 lead over Benfica to bring here on Tuesday. So whatever happens this season, Manchester United have made steps forward. Even with the loss of someone as highly profile as Angel Di Maria. Still a massive loss for United. We all know the story surrounding that. He's really forced his way out. Falcao's loan was never going to be extended, as Falcao had a troubled time here as well. A lot of criticism towards Louis van Gaal and his style of play that didn't fit those two players in particular. And not the United way by any stretch of the imagination either. But the ball would have stuck with him, as Manchester United tend to do. David Moyes' scenario might contradict that a little bit, but United are known for giving managers plenty of time. Although for 26 years they had just the one. And the great Sir Alex Ferguson no longer here now. And it's been a tough transition for United by every stretch of the imagination, although the United fans do have some patience between themselves, of course, as well. They did know that it was always going to be tricky. Sir Alex Ferguson, a one-of-a-kind coach indeed. And there is confirmation of another cup tie and clash between West Bromwich Albion, this time in the FA Cup. And West Brom are having a really tough time with it right now. I do believe they won the first league fixture. But after that, it has been all about Sergio Berahino and Manchester United ever since. A 4-0 win in the Capital One Cup comes to mind. Gives to Sanchez. Gabriel on that yellow card. Boucher. Verratti. Olivier Giroud. Great play by Valera, who's really looked positive in the last few games. The academy kids are really doing their work here. Really. Here's Martial. Martial keeps the ball. Anthony Martial, the kid has burst onto the scene, hasn't he? Next for Arsenal, it'll be a tough match against Swansea City. Here, well, at the Emirates rather. I believe the next match actually for United will actually be on Tuesday against Wolfsburg, my apologies. The next domestic encounter in English terms will be the FA Cup against West Bromwich Albion. Boucher. Verratti. Again, and there seems to be a foul going on there. The referee, Kevin Friend, completely ignoring it. Verratti pursued by Aaron Hillwood relentlessly, as always. Captain today, Aaron Hillwood, ahead of Rooney. And that's what Aaron Hillwood can do. And Viteri struggled to deal with him there. He did get the shot away though. Bad header from Gibbs. Ander Herrera has picked it up. He's going to find Rooney. Gabriel has brought him down. No foul given. Kevin Friend lets it go. Bit of a controversial moment there. Was Gabriel on for his second yellow? Definitely looked like a foul to me. 3 minutes of added time. At the end of the first half. Here's Chamberlain. Hillwood's relentless as ever, although Chamberlain has gone past him in the first shot there, but it's gone wide. Well, Aaron Hillwood committed there, and he almost paid for it. Good move there by Chamberlain. Unfortunately, no goal. There by Rooney. It's going to end up with Gibbs. Giroud. Sanchez. There's the half-time whistle, and this might look familiar. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 0. Very few chances, to be honest. Again, it seems to be a battle of the midfield that no opposition really seems to be winning too much. Not much in terms of action for the goalkeepers either. Chances for Arsenal went high and wide, but Manchester United barely created any themselves. 0-0 again here. Welcome back to Old Trafford. We are about to kick off the second half in a 0-0 game. Very much like the Capital One Cup final that these two had. It looks like it might be another one. Very few chances to be created by both teams, really. Now with a whipping in, cross into Rooney. Oh, great save from Cech. And it fell to Rooney, who had to slide in to connect with the ball. And Cech with a stunning save. And that's our first goal malfunction of the game. Unbelievably. With a shot on target anyway. There's Giroud. He's going to keep it in. Chamberlain. Giroud. Built up by Yetnev. Now Manchester United can break. And they're going to break with Tin Yetnev of all people. That's a beautiful looking ball. Herrera's going to get there. And Cech is going to build up a fantastic save. What play all round. Yetnev with a fantastic pass. Herrera brought it down in front of him. Cech, absolutely stunning save. Oh my. Cech, that's why he's the Premier League record holder. Blind's come up from the centre back to take this corner. Not a bad one either. And Aaron Henwood went up for it. And now Henwood's chasing Chamberlain. And Chamberlain's got past Blind. Now, Giroud. A lot of space. Strokes off Valera. Olivier Giroud. And Blind did fantastically well to get back and block it. This game has really opened up now. Ooh. I think it was off the knee of Blind, just about. Now we're down the other end with an Arsenal corner. Cazorla. Oh, it's fallen to Laurent Koscielny. Blocked. And now Anthony Martial, who's got bundles of pace, we know. And he's usually get to great effect. Anthony Martial, the whole length of the pitch. He's wide. And this game has really opened up now. Martial probably should have fought to cross it more there though. But the lad run amok. Every blade of grass was covered by Martial there. Giroud beaten to the ball by Yetnev, but Arsenal have it anyway. Sanchez. Gibbs with a cross. It's going to fall to the other side for a United throw. Danny Rose will take it. And Henwood playing on Mother's Day, a very sombre occasion for him, of course. The handball infringement was a foul. Aaron Ramsey with the free kick. Came off Yetnev, corner. Aaron Henwood is at the near post. Of course he is. Goes all over the corner. Headed away by Schneiderlin. And Young just about picking that one out. Oh, that's a crunching tackle by Ander Herrera. The referee has let advantage play. He might come back and book Herrera for that. And it's going to go out for another corner. And no doubt referee is going to book Herrera here. He does. It was a real late challenge. Ander Herrera quite brightly going into the book. Well, does he get the ball? Not the best of angles there. I don't think we're going to be able to judge anything. Well, here we go with this Arsenal corner. Cazorla's going to take it. Herrera is going to be careful himself. One player from each team in the book now. Gabriel was booked in the first half. Chamberlain. Giroud. We did in Aaron Ramsey with a header. Here. Relatively comfortable, although he's thrown it out to Verratti. Verratti, when he was signing for Arsenal, already hasn't set up his name within lights to a degree. And Arsenal's crossing has been woeful. I think that's the 4th time that kind of scenario has happened. Well, Santi Cazorla is going to make way. Arsene Wenger is making a double substitution actually. Thomas Rosicky and Theo Walcott coming on for Cazorla and Oxlade Chamberlain. I'm not sure why you would put Rosicky on in this situation, but I guess experience. Thomas has had a good few years under an Arsenal under his belt. 2-time FA Cup winner, of course, if not much else. And a lot of Champions League experience as well. But Arsenal could be dangerously getting into the top 4 this season. Advantage played. And Aaron Henwood is now getting stuck in. Sunderland have a 2-0 lead against Crystal Palace. Jermaine Defoe is the latest scorer for Sunderland. Ramsey intercepted Aaron Henwood of all people. Herrera, and he's going to give a free kick. Oh, Herrera's wasted it, giving it to Walcott. Verratti. Oh, he's seen the tackle of Yednev. Sanchez. He's burst into the box. Alexis Sanchez is over the bar. He should do much better. Oh my word, how is Alexis Sanchez not made more out of that? Arsenal woeful with their finishing here. They were in the Capital One Cup final as well. Giroud should have scored in that final. Hitting the woodwork twice. Goodness knows how he missed. Even worse, YT13 was astounded by how that happened. I know I was. Gabriel Verratti. Oh, quick passing here from Arsenal, but great cut out by Valera. Rooney just can't get there ahead of Koscielny. Zitsky. Walcott. Oh, it's bounced. Good looking pass, although Rose just about getting that one. Koscielny will his head to the ball again. Also seeing a lot of the ball here. Verratti. Oh, he took too long. He's up against Blind. Blind has done really well. Blind just shrugging off the oncoming defender. Oh, he's giving it away. I think he was looking for Martial, who was coming in ahead of him. Or behind him, rather. Sanchez with blades of grass. Immediately covered by Yutney, though. Oh, Ramsey is wide open! And David De Gea has saved it, I think. Corner. Oh, what a save by David De Gea. It's almost a catchphrase. David De Gea, excellence personified again. Arsenal corner. They're going to try something different. They're going to go short. Manchester United caught a bit cold here, but De Gea there again. And oh my word, how vital was it that they kept hold of him, United. They would be nowhere near where they are now without him, I'm sure of that. But like we said, Romero has proved himself, but David De Gea is a superstar in his own right. At his age, it's astounding how good he's become. And that's why Real Madrid were, you could say, desperate to have him, but maybe not that desperate, because like we've said before, they should have done it much sooner. Leaving on a They just did it to have a deadline day ultra signing, and it backfired on them, and Manchester United have been thankful for that thanks machine, I'm sure of that. It's a running joke, but it's the truth as well. Good defending by Yedney, even Valera picks up the loose ball. Herrera going to pick out Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney's going to have blades of grass and shoots, but straight to check. Well, no real direction on it from Rooney. On the side of him, and Chet might have been struggling with it a little bit. He can still hit them like that. Walcott, there by Danny Rose. Danny Rose is flowing past the field. Walcott of all people. Crossed by Rose, and Herrera was coming in. Cech, probably thankful, but he didn't get his head to that. Schneiderlin. Herrera. That's to Wayne Rooney. Oh, and saved by Cech. And Schneiderlin comes in to score. And the Arsenal defending was woeful. To be completely honest. Petr Cech did all the hard work, but no one was back there to track Schneiderlin. A goal out of absolutely nothing. Well, Wayne Rooney does brilliantly to bend his shot into Cech's path, but the defending is atrocious. No one is at Schneiderlin whatsoever. Probably hints of offside. Cech probably should have done better there himself. It was all just a complete breakdown of communication. Morgan Schneiderlin gets a goal out of absolutely nothing. His third of the season. And it's just a pure goal out of absolutely nothing. Arsenal should be doing much better defending there. No one tracking him at all. And it was very much looking likely like a 0-0 draw, but Arsenal will be asking questions of their defence there, because that was woeful. Schneiderlin should not be coming in and scoring like that. Oh, here's Gabriel. The goal stands. And David De Gea saves from Ramsey. Throws it out as far as Batari. Onward. Koscielny has got the ball off him. And Koscielny. Saved by De Gea again. Oh, Young, beautiful touch. Come United again. Herrera is going to be in a race there. He's going to lose it. Cech's going to gather that one up. And he'll be cursing his defenders, I'm sure. Woeful defending. Schneiderlin just coming in from nowhere. Getting a goal there. Gibbs probably should have done better himself. How about that? Young. Great pass. Herrera. An even better pass. Valera has scored! What is going on? Oh no, Valera's offside. Oh, cruel twist of fate. He's offside. And Valera denied his first goal for United. Aaron Hill was always also offside there. It is offside. Oh, that is so cruel. Valera did greatly to put the shot past Chet there. Offside. Given against him. Very unfortunate. And he's denied his first goal for United. The wait goes on for him. Herrera. It's been beautiful play in the last 10 minutes for United. 4 minutes of added time. Herrera does beautifully to keep the ball and keep it in. As he clears it ahead of Schneiderlin. Only 3 goals this season, but this will be his easiest. I mean, Cech. I don't know what Cech's doing there. He probably should have thrown himself in front of it. But his defenders also should have done much better getting to him as well. Lind corner. Header by Danny Rose, I think. I don't even know what went on there. I think it was a great save from Cech. Lind with another corner. Aaron Hemwood of all people, and Cech with a fantastic save. Goal line technology here. This is from the first attempt. And no goal. And maybe hints about handball against Voltaire, I think. Either way, it's been kept out. The book. What on earth? What on earth was that? It looked to me like the ball had some magical powers. Blew with the corner. Marked the out. Well, Petr Cech, fantastic save, redeeming himself from Aaron Henwood's header. Of all people, Aaron Henwood. Here's Verratti. Ramsey. Rosicki. One last chance for Arsenal here. Ramsey. And De Gea saves again. Oh, Rooney. Fantastic header. Herrera's offside. Thought Herrera had a lot of space there. A great header from Rooney here, but quite a bit offside was Herrera there. Arsenal just need to hoof it forward. We've reached the final seconds, I'm sure. Walcott, you don't really want to go backwards, and that's why the final whistle is gone. Manchester United with a shot goal out of nowhere, but didn't really look like coming. Morgan Schneiderlin out of nothing. After a great save from Cech, who really did save well in the final few minutes of the onslaught. The ball even appeared to have magical powers going around the back of Voltaire, I think. I don't know what happened there, but Manchester United take the win of the 3 points. Some would say rather luckily in a way. Arsenal's defending could have been better. Maybe Cech for the thrown himself in front of Schneiderlin to stop the ball. And unfortunately that didn't happen for either circumstance. And United take the 3 points. A goal out of nothing for Morgan Schneiderlin. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0. A couple of other scores to bring to you. Leicester City and West Bromwich Albion ended a 2-2 draw, as did Sunderland and Crystal Palace, coinciding with the 1-0 win for United at Old Trafford. I mean, the table now looks like this. Wait for it to load up. And it looks like this, and Manchester United have gained some points on City now, as they're 3 ahead. And no games in hand over City, so City should have lost their other fixture then. So Manchester United now have a clear lead in the Barclays Premier League. Manchester Chelsea still a bit behind in 3rd place. Liverpool hung on to 4th thanks to Arsenal's loss. They lose further ground, I think. Stoke City magnificent 6th, and Aston Villa still in 8th. Everton and Sunderland completing the top 10. Bournemouth getting ever closer to 70 with safety with 14 points. 14th place with 31 points, my apologies. Leicester City drop in, another change to the relegation zone. Norwich, not that far off safety now, just 3 points off possible safety. Obviously Watford and Crystal Palace are on equal points themselves. Their goal difference for Norwich, if they improve, then they could slip out. Swansea City have gained a little bit actually. Maybe the relegation fight isn't quite over yet either. Looking pretty close all of a sudden.